Life has been a whirlwind, hasn't it? You've always been the rock, the glue that kept everything together. Birthdays? You remembered them. Meals? You made them. Holidays? You planned them. You were always there, always dependable, always the one people could count on. And now, it's just you. The house feels emptier, the phone rings less, and the days seem to stretch a little longer. But here's the question we don't always ask ourselves. Is this loneliness, or is this peace? What if this new chapter isn't something to fear? What if it's time to finally listen to your own heart, to rediscover the joy in your own company? You've spent years giving everything to everyone else, but now maybe it's time to give something to yourself. Peace. It's not about being alone, it's about being present. Present with yourself, with your life, with your own soul. This is the season of you. For so long, you've been everything to everyone. The caregiver, the organizer, the one people could always count on. You poured yourself into others, filling their cups, lifting them up, and making sure everything was taken care of. You measured your value by the needs you fulfilled, the plans you made, and the people you held together. But now, in this quieter chapter, it's your turn. You're not broken. You're becoming the person you were always meant to be. The person who doesn't need to prove their worth by constantly doing. For so long, you've been the one who made things happen, who managed the chaos, who held the weight of everyone else's world. But now you're stepping into a new rhythm, a rhythm that's yours, just yours. And that's where the magic happens. At first, it might feel unfamiliar. After years of juggling, it's easy to feel a bit lost when there's finally nothing to juggle. But in that quiet, in that stillness, a whole new world opens up. There's space to breathe, to think, to simply be. There are no deadlines, no obligations, no one else's needs to meet. You have time to explore the parts of yourself that may have been waiting to be rediscovered. It's not an ending, it's a homecoming to your truest self, to the person who's been quietly waiting under all the roles and responsibilities. You can now take the time to listen to your own thoughts, to hear the gentle whispers of your heart. No rush, no expectations, just you, free to explore who you really are when there's no one else to take care of, no one else to worry about. This is the moment where you realize that you are enough just as you are. So, embrace this season. Allow yourself to feel the weight lift off your shoulders as you shed old expectations and embrace your own presence. There's no need to rush through this new phase. The world may tell you to stay busy, to keep up, but you're allowed to choose the pace that feels right for you. This is your time to find your rhythm, to rest, to heal, and to truly connect with the most important person in your life, you. And the best part? In this newfound stillness, you'll discover something truly remarkable. You'll find wisdom, a deep inner knowing that only emerges when you finally slow down and listen to the quiet. The answers that once seemed elusive will now rise to the surface, not with loud proclamations, but with gentle whispers that have always been within you. You'll find peace, a profound, calming sense of stillness that allows you to release the tension of years spent rushing, planning, and giving. And most importantly, you'll find yourself, the version of you who has always been there, but was often drowned out by the noise of life. You don't need to rush to fill the silence. In fact, there's no need to fill it at all. The silence isn't something to be feared or avoided. It's not empty. It's sacred. It's a space for reflection, a space where you can finally be with yourself without distraction. The truth is, the more you embrace it, the more you'll realize just how much this quiet space has to offer you. It's not just a void, it's an invitation to connect deeply with the essence of who you are. This stillness, this peace, it's where your strength lies. For so long, you were defined by what you did for others, by the roles you played, by the busyness that surrounded you. But now, in this peaceful quiet, you begin to understand that true strength doesn't come from constant doing. It comes from the ability to be still, to simply be. In that stillness, your soul is allowed to breathe again, to exhale all the stress, all the obligations, and just exist in the present moment. It's in the quiet that your spirit can finally spread its wings, free from the constraints of everyday life. So, don't rush through this time. Don't feel like you need to fill every moment with something productive or useful. The beauty of this stage is that nothing has to be done to validate your worth. You are enough, right here, right now. The more you let go of the need to constantly be busy, the more you'll begin to see how much power lies in the quiet, in the stillness, and in simply being with yourself. This is where your true strength lies. It's not in the noise or the chaos, it's in the calm. It's in the peace you're finally allowing yourself to experience. Friendships change, but you remain. We all know that friendships can fade, and that's just part of life. We've all experienced it at some point. The slow drift. People move away, life gets in the way, and somehow, those once constant voices on the other end of the line become more distant. It can be hard to accept, especially when you've spent years building those connections, sharing your heart, and laughing through all kinds of moments. And when this shift happens, it's easy to feel like you've lost something precious. There may even be a fleeting thought that you somehow failed, that you missed something or did something wrong. But let me remind you, that's simply not the case. Friendships evolve, just like life does. Some come into your world for a season, teaching you lessons, giving you memories that you'll cherish forever. Others stay for a lifetime, rooted deep in your story, and those friendships feel like a constant. But the truth is, the ebb and flow of friendships isn't something you should mourn as a failure. Instead, it's a natural part of life, an unfolding process. It's not a tragedy, it's simply part of growing, part of the journey. And here's the real beauty of it all. Even when people come and go, you remain. You are still here, carrying the love, laughter, and lessons from all those beautiful friendships that shaped you. You are the thread that runs through every connection, every laugh, every tear, every moment shared with those who entered your life for a time. Their presence may have faded, but what you gave and received from them stays alive within you. Your love and your wisdom aren't lost. They remain in the fabric of your life, woven into the stories and memories that have been created. When those friendships shift, when the phone calls become less frequent or the gatherings fewer, that doesn't mean you are diminished. No, in fact, it means you are now free to grow even deeper into yourself. And while the number of your friendships might lessen, the quality of them will only grow. You'll begin to understand that connection doesn't always have to be a large circle. Sometimes it's about the deep, intentional bonds that you've shared with just a few. Those moments, those people, the ones who truly see you, will become even more precious. The relationships that remain, even if small in number, become so much richer. And those that fade away, you hold them with gratitude, knowing they were part of your story, even if just for a chapter. Loving your own company. For so long, being alone might have felt like a heavy silence, an uncomfortable stillness. Maybe the house felt empty, the quiet pressing in on you like it was too much to bear. The laughter, the chatter, the constant movement, all of it was once a part of your world. And now, with those sounds gone, you might have found yourself wondering if this solitude was something to fear or something to avoid. It's easy to think that being alone means being isolated, that somehow your worth diminishes without the company of others. But now, something profound is shifting inside of you. The silence begins to lose its sharpness, and you start to notice the subtler, quieter parts of life. The beauty that was always there, but perhaps overshadowed by the noise of your busy world. You notice the light streaming through your window in the morning, how it casts soft shadows across your room, painting a picture that no one else can see. The scent of fresh coffee filling the air, the warmth of it as you sip slowly, savoring the moment of peace. You find joy in the simple, everyday things. Reading a book without interruption, taking a walk, feeling the wind against your skin, or perhaps watching the birds flutter outside your window. These moments, once overlooked, now feel full of grace. This is the art of loving your own company. It's not about isolating yourself from the world or shutting others out. It's not about being alone in the sense of emptiness. Instead, it's about finding the fullness in your own presence. It's about giving yourself the same love, care, and attention you've always offered to others. You've spent your life showing up for others, doing everything you could to be there for them, to meet their needs, to fill their hearts. And now, in this moment of stillness, you have the chance to finally show up for yourself. And here's the magic that unfolds when you do. When you learn to love your own company, you realize that you've never truly been alone. All along, you've had the most constant companion, yourself. You've always been there, quietly supporting, quietly living, quietly being. Perhaps for the first time, you're beginning to see how precious that truly is. You don't need others to validate your worth. You are enough just as you are in your quiet moments, in your peaceful solitude. Loving your own company is a gift, and it's a revelation. It's about nurturing yourself the way you've nurtured others, and in doing so, you unlock a profound sense of peace and self-acceptance. You'll discover that solitude isn't something to be feared or avoided. It's an opportunity to reconnect with the truest part of yourself. You start to understand that you don't have to chase after validation or seek out external noise to feel fulfilled. The comfort, the joy, the love you seek has always been here, inside you. So embrace this new chapter, celebrate the quiet moments, find joy in your own company, and remember, you are never truly alone because you've always had yourself. And that, my dear, is more than enough. Family becomes a deeper kind of friendship. As friendships change, family, whether by blood or by heart, takes on a new significance. It's not about big gatherings anymore. It's about the small, meaningful moments. The phone call from your child, the warm hug from a grandchild, the quiet companionship of a spouse who understands you without words. You begin to realize that true connection isn't about the number of people around you. It's about how deeply you feel seen and understood. This is your new definition of connection. It's not about filling the room with noise, but about filling your life with meaning. The quiet legacy of wisdom. You may have once thought legacy was about titles, achievements, and having a long list of friends. But now you understand. Legacy isn't loud, it's subtle. It's the way you listen. It's the way you love. It's the wisdom you pass down to the next generation, not in grand gestures, but in small moments of care, compassion, and understanding. And here's something incredible. Your legacy doesn't have to be seen by the world to matter. Every life you've touched, every word of encouragement you've given, every soft touch in times of grief. That's your legacy. It's a legacy of quiet love, deeply rooted in the way you've lived. Redefining connection in a quieter world. Life doesn't look the same as it used to. The noise has quieted down, the social calendar isn't as full. But that doesn't mean connection is gone. It's just changed. Connection now looks like a smile from a stranger who remembers your name, a meaningful conversation with someone who truly listens. It's those small, deep moments that now matter more. You found that connection isn't about the quantity of people in your life. It's about the quality of those connections. So, what now? Are you ready to embrace this quieter, slower, deeper chapter of life? Are you ready to let go of what no longer serves you and make space for what truly matters? The peace, the wisdom, the self-love. This is your invitation to breathe, to slow down, to be present with yourself. If you found this message resonating with you, take a moment to reflect on it. Drop a comment below and let me know. What is one thing you're ready to let go of, and what is one gentle thing you'd like to embrace in your life? If you enjoyed this reflection, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Join me as we continue to explore this peaceful journey together. Remember, you are not alone. This quieter life is still yours to live, to shape, and to find joy in.